Hello traders yet again, because this is the second analysis for today, and this time I would like to talk about Australian dollar versus United States dollar. Today we actually spoke about the potential correction on the Australian US dollar, so I had to dive deeper into the analysis of this currency pair. Right now I will present everything that I have come out with, but before we get started, let me remind you that all the information is for educational purpose only, should not be considered as a financial advice. Click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because as you can see, we're posting videos on the daily basis. Sometimes there are 2 of them, so there are quite a lot of content, and make sure you click that notification bell. Let's get started with the price action. The Australian versus dollar is a bullish long term from what I understand, but this is only a long term perspective. Now, we had analysis today for the dollar Canadian, which does suggest that the dollar could be getting strong. This confirmed on the Australian versus dollar as well. Basically, what we had is applied fibs to this overall correction to the downside, and what I've spotted is the clean rejection of the 78.6 fibs at 0.7326. This level previously acted as the resistance, as you can see, and hasn't been broken because there were only spikes. There was this spike, and then price failed to close above this spike. So it was a valid resistance which has been rejected yet again. Now the second point is the bearish divergence on the MACD, which also suggests the potential corrective move to the downside. Quite a strong one, I would say, because you can see price was rising here, but the MACD was going down. Right now, what we have is the beginning maybe of this decline. And let me go to the 1-hour chart. Here we have the simple uptrend trend line, which has been broken. First, there was a breakout at this stage, although price remained above the moving averages. So it was a breakout but not confirmed. But now it went up, rejected this resistance cleanly on the 4-hour time frame, and broke below both moving averages as well as the trend line, as well as the previously made low. So this is the first sign that this could be in fact the downside wave. So these breakouts, very interesting for the sellers, I guess. And in regards to the downside potential, we have level at 7100, almost exactly. So this is the psychological support. Not only, this is also a technical support because it is confirmed by 2 fibs. First, with using these fibs applied to the overall move down, and we have 23.6 level. And the next one, I have used this correction after we have broken confirmed breakout below the trend line and the moving averages. So I used this corrective move up, and what I saw is that 327.2 also corresponds to this level. Besides, we have this descending channel, and it could be that the price will be retesting the upper trend line of the channel, which means that we might be testing this support level on the 16th or 17th of November. This will make it just 4 trading days from now for the price to decline by 160 pips. And as you can see, this could be a very fast move. But of course, there is an upside risk. As always, the long-term trend, I think, is bullish, although current correction is taking place. I do just expect this correction. But if we break above this high, the scenario that we had here on the daily time frame will continue. Now look guys, we have 16th, no, here is the 14th of October. Just let me go to the 4-hour time frame. So we had 14th of October right there, which is the next cycle, potentially next cycle. We have dollar Canadian with the next cycle being on the 15th of November. So we have 15th, 14th, and this could be the time when this trend will end. So for example, anywhere between the 14th and the 16th could be that the price will be reaching this resistance level. So this means that the trend will be fast. Now, another thing I wanted to show you is that this 7101 level, so let's make it 71 psychological level, and I just want to apply to my previously made analysis here and see where it is. So what we have is this sort of correction just which I have drawn previously, and this could be this kind of scenario. Now I will keep it on. I want to see what will be happening. So yeah, this is basically what I think will happen. So this level of support will be tested, and then price is likely to continue trending up. Although if there will be break lower, then this long-term bullish forecast will be invalidated for the time being, at least, because I think if there will be break below, then price will retest this moving average, or at least will spike even lower, just below this low, just to make sure to kick out all the stop losses. So all in all, Australian dollar remains bearish compared to the dollar, because this is because basically the dollar strength itself. So we do have these two pairs, dollar Canadian up, Australian versus dollar down, and finally we had still Canadian Japanese yen also looking down. And guys, yet another point, look, this cycle here is on the 16th, so we see that we had two cycles on the 14th and one on the 16th. This means that this could be this fast moving trend, 3, 4, 5 trading days only. So next week, sometimes on Wednesday, we could be at these levels, which is massive. I mean, here we have 200 pips on the dollar Canadian, we have 260 pips on the Australian dollar, we have 160 pips. So these are the moves that I do expect throughout this and next week. And if you enjoyed the video, of course, click that like. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the dollar and what's your view on the Australian versus dollar short term and maybe long term. Just share your opinion. I'm sure not only me will enjoy reading it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, because we will be updating all these analysis and see what actually happened throughout this and next week. So take care guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.